The old Coot coming back at you with another exciting video. Okay, so this is specifically for those EDC veterans. You kind of get law enforcement, first responders. You kind of get the idea. Firefighters. What's a good quality heavy duty belt that you can buy that's going to last you a while? I personally like, as of right now, this is, what is this, May 2024. I kind of like this brand. It's very affordable. Wolksprong, right? 100% full grain leather, men's heavy duty work belts. I kind of like this brand because I've tried other brands and they haven't exactly been able to, hold up to par and all that good stuff, especially if you're like the EDC type, and that thing is coming off and on and off. You know what I'm talking. If you know, then you know, just saying. But here's a look at the belt itself. It is very heavy duty. It's probably worth every weight, it's worth every ounce in gold, or worth its weight in gold, or whatever the expression is. But let me go ahead and turn the light on so you can kind of see what's going on here. So there's the buckle, solid brass, right? Which is kind of cool. Let me go ahead and show you that. So there you go, solid brass right there, as you can tell. And it is and does feel like solid brass. You've got adjustability, which is very, very important, right? You gain some weight from Thanksgiving dinner, you're going to be losing weight. Or let's say you're just starting out, like in the EMT, first responder, firefighter, that whole vibe, ambulance worker, whatever the case may be, life rescue, whatever. And now you're losing weight, right? You're actually like working up a sweat and you're actually losing weight. This is very adjustable. You undo that screw. I'll show you how to do this in a second, but you undo that screw, you undo it from this part right here. And then basically here's the assembly, the heavy duty assembly right there. So the whole buckle assembly comes off and then you're left with like the belt material itself. And by the way, great material. Look at that shine. Look at that sheen. Very easy to care for and maintain with the Hungless, the Air Hungless 3-in-1 leather wipes. I'll show you those in a second. But they've also got the sealed edges, right? Or the sealed seams so that this doesn't unravel, doesn't come undone. You kind of get the idea there. But very easy to do. So once you get the belt, once you get the buckle assembly off the belt, you basically cut it to fit and then you can reattach it with the tools that are provided, which are right here. Okay, so it does come with a screwdriver. Let me go ahead and turn the light off real quick. So it does come with a screwdriver and it also comes with a hole punch so that you can repunch that hole. How do you do that? Oh, here's the instructions right there. There you go. How to trim the belt to fit your size. You kind of get the idea. And then basically you would cut it, measure the waist circumference. You kind of get the idea, cut off the excess, blah, 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 blah. Use the part that has been cut off to find the place where you want the new hole. So it's kind of like a backing so that you can punch through the belt without punching through like your table or whatever your surface you're working on. And so that you can also maintain that very, very sharp edge right there on the edge of the thingamajiggy. And then it also comes with a little relief cut in there so that when you're pushing this through the leather, it pushes through that much easier. But you kind of get the idea. And then basically once you've got it cut to length, right, and you've done the hole punch where the new hole is supposed to go for that bolt and that screw, which is right there. Remember, this bolt and the screw needs a new hole to go through. That's what that hole punch is for. So once you do all that, then basically you just reassemble it and you kind of get the idea of where it's supposed to go. And then it says, please don't make hole at the end of the belt. So remember, that hole punch is not designed to put a hole here, right? If you need a hole here, just cut the belt that much shorter, cut it to length so that if you do want to wear your belt on this first hole. By the way, 7 holes, lucky 7, right? Is that right? Yeah, there you go. There's 7 holes in there. I would try to aim for somewhere like 2 or 3, like kind of like somewhere in the middle, just so that you have leeway. So if you gain weight from Thanksgiving dinner or a heavy meal or whatever, or you lose weight, you've got a little bit of flexibility there either way. And then from that point, if you lose a dramatic amount of weight where now it's like, you're starting to be over here somewhere, you're like, okay, I can't make this belt any tighter without making a new hole. Then what I would do is maybe cut off like that much of the belt on this end, shorten it, move the buckle. You kind of get the idea. Care and maintenance. Okay, so if you're a first responder, right, EMT, firefighter, you're an EDC carry person, or you work in law enforcement, or you're a military person, that kind of thing, peace officer, whatever the case may be, if you're working those kinds of positions where you're going to be wearing a heavy duty belt like this, and that's your spiel, care and maintenance is important. I would say every so often, check for the color differences between the front of the belt, which is probably where you're touching it the most, the side of the belt, and the back of the belt. Like this would be the back of the belt, I guess. If it's on your body, it kind of looks like this. But I would check for color differences between the front, the sides, and the back. If you start noticing that, like, okay, I'm a donut addict. If I start noticing that I'm eating a lot of donuts, right, and it's starting to get greasy up towards the front or towards the sides because I'm eating the donut, I'm pulling up my pants, right? You know, you kind of get the idea. Then it's time to clean, protect, you know, and basically condition the belt. And that's where this product comes in handy. So here's 3-in-1 leather wipes. This is from Air Jungles. Air Jungles. I like Jungles better. That's what I'm calling it. But anyways, 3-in-1 leather wipes. There's 70 wipes in here. Extra large, right, on purpose. This is good for your sofa, any kind of bags, like if you have like an attaché case or whatever, shoes, car seats, you kind of get the idea. Basically what this product does, here's the description of what it does right there. It cleans, conditions it, and it protects. Safe on all kinds of leather. You kind of get the idea. There's 70 extra large wipes. So what I would do is just open this up, right? Pull back on this. So you're opening this up to reveal the wipes themselves. Take out a wipe and then make sure you reseal this. It's important to reseal this because otherwise you'll dry out, you know, the material that's the liquid material in there that's kind of making these things moist. Is that the right terminology? Okay, just saying. Anyways, so once you get your wipe out, then basically put your wipe down, put your belt over, kind of wrap the wipe around your belt and just literally just go around the whole belt or pull the belt through that wipe just so that it can clean, condition, and protect. You kind of get the idea. And then, oh, bonus. Okay, so there's an extra loop here, which is a free loop. It kind of moves around freely so that once you get your first, right, once you get the buckle through and you go through the first one, if you do have a lot of excess material, guess what? You've got the second loop here that kind of just keeps it like really, really securely in place. You know, you kind of get the idea. But anyways, to all of the EDC people, first responders, law enforcement, whatever that watch this channel, I like this. It's a good belt. It's a good belt. Wolksprong, that's the name of the company, right? Men's heavy duty work belts. I can't say how, or I don't think the camera captures how very well built this belt really is. And it's kind of one of those things where like you need to see it in person and touch it and, you know, kind of get a sense of what's going on here to really appreciate like the quality, the care, the materials that are put into this and how heavy duty it really is. It literally is worth its weight in gold. I would say this whole belt, if I had to just guesstimate, probably a good few ounces, if not like a pound, like it's close to a pound, somewhere in that ballpark. But anyways, I would try to get your size maybe like one size bigger. So if you wear like a size 34 waist, I'm a size 54. So if you're like a heavy duty guy, but anyways, whatever size belt you wear, I would just get one size bigger just so that you know where you're going to land here on the belt, right? If you're going to be like, you want to try to be somewhere in the middle. So you've got adjustability in either direction. That's how I would do it. But I don't know, obviously, you know, your department, your specific whatever will have regulations on where you can be, how much excess material there can be, or whatever the case may be or whatever. But I would just try to get one size bigger, see where you land, right, when you actually put the belt on. If you need to go shorter, then obviously you can remember, undo the buckle assembly, cut it to length, reassemble the buckle assembly, kind of get the idea. And then you'll have like I said, I try to be somewhere in the middle, like the fourth hole, I guess. Is that where there would be like third or the fourth hole somewhere in there, just so you have adjustability either way. And then you can kind of go from there. But with that being said, I will put links down below in the description section to this product and also to the Air Jungles, to the 3-in-1 leather wipes. Those will be down there below in the description section. Also in the comments section, make sure to check those out. And I'll also put both of these on my Amazon storefront, so make sure to check that out. Anyways, with that being said, I'm the Old Coot, and I'll catch you all in the next exciting video.